It felt like I was a zombie beforehand, and then after I received the blood transfusion, I kind of felt like a person again.
HEMA Quebec is hosting a recognition soiree to honor the most generous blood donors in the Montreal area, with the annual event expecting 300 guests to celebrate and commemorate the impact of their generosity. This heartfelt celebration held in Montreal on Thursday evening features 27-year-old blood cancer survivor Kaylee Miller of the West Island, who shares her story on how blood donations gave her the strength to endure the treatment that ultimately saved her life. I was able to catch up with Miller in studio ahead of the event to hear her story and learn more on how impactful this act can be in creating change for many like her.
For me, when I was needing the blood, I felt so incredibly fatigued. And then after the fact, all of a sudden I had more energy.
Miller said she was in chemo for 2 years total, with November 30th being exactly 1 year since she finished treatment. Due to a fever, her blood count was low and she was sent immediately to the emergency room where she was given blood for the very first time.
It's so important. It saves lives. And I know giving blood was not on my radar before I needed it. And I don't think it's on most people's radar because it's not something that most people think about or need on a day-to-day basis. But for those that need it, they need it.
Marc-Antoine Turcotte of HEMA Quebec says many donors will sometimes never meet the recipients, which makes this event unique, as some donors give up to 300 times in their lifetime.
Most of these donors have been donating since they were young. HEMA Quebec has been existing for, 26 years now, and some of them have started even before we were there. In Quebec, someone needs blood every 80 seconds. So HEMA Quebec needs to gather about 1,000 donations every day to make sure that we can sustain the demand from the hospitals and all of this.
Each year, Quebecers donate blood, plasma, platelets, rare blood, stem cells, and breast milk, with Miller saying she needed blood transfusions on a case-by-case basis throughout her treatment.
One of the hardest things I found was watching my body, which I worked so hard to keep in shape and fit, deteriorate so quickly. But one of the most incredible things is watching how your body can bounce back.
Miller said she will check in with her doctor from time to time, with her life now back to normal, hoping more people will donate.
Please give blood. Please do it. Please talk to your friends and your family about giving blood. What might feel like something that's really not that big of a deal is such a big deal. So please at least consider it.
In Montreal, de Hostelin Hastir, City News.